Welcome guys, it's me, Strider, back again after a long while. I think it's been only 1.5 weeks, but it felt like it's been ages. And so, this time, you can already see leveled the Kirin Vanguard, I think it is, yeah, Kirin Vanguard for the last raid, which was fire water, but I will show you all the evolutions of the other armors that are fused or still have, which are gonna be the, where is it? At first the Royal Battlegear, which is here, and the Void Walker, and then here last and least the Rockplate Wargear. I will go through every of the different evolutions. We'll show you every of them, but I think the the enhancement process itself is pretty boring, so I will cut those out and will only show you the different evolutions. So here we got the first evolution of the Royal Battlegear. I like the female version with the because of the haircut. I prefer the female over the male. Then we have the Rockplate Wargear, which the helmet looks pretty cool, I think, while the sword looks pretty lame. And then we have the Void Walker Shelter. This is my favorite out of the three because it's just beautiful. I'm putting this on it so it looks better. It only fits it more. I like the weapon, I like the shield, I like all of it. I like the overall design. While I like the male over the female because the eyes on the female look wrong because the helmet is in the way. I guess. So this are the first of the forms, and I will see you guys with the next evolution. So here we are, the second evolution of the different armors, starting with the Royal Battlegear Plus, which now fits very well with the cape, which is the newest available. We have the male version with the half skull, a longer sword, and you can kind of see where the shield will go, which looks good in my opinion. And we have the female version, which is pretty much the same, only shorter, and with that like cotton dress. Then we have the Rockplate Wargear with a now silver sword, a bigger diamond on the helmet and on the shield, and now you can really see the mosey effect on the armor itself, which I kind of like. It's pretty cool. And the shoulders, it looks like small dragon heads or something. Pretty cool, very interesting. And of course the rest is pretty much the same, yeah. And we have the best of them all, the Void Walker. Now with the even longer and more glowing sword, you can see the, what's it's called, I think the ponytail on the helmet. And the helmet itself has a much cooler look, like maybe a bit like a samurai, just in purple. And ooh, I don't like the female version at all when you look at the helm or at the head itself. You can't really see the eyes and you can't really see the mouth. So that's weird. And itself, the armor looks cooler, the body part looks cooler in the male version as well. So, those were the second evolution of these three armors. And now we're going to get the final evolution. There we go. Last evolutions. We start with the Voidwalker now first because look at this beauty. It's do I really need to talk about the whole helmet? I mean, it's so freaking cool. And the shield is pretty amazing as well. The only thing that you could blame the Voidwalker for is that the sword isn't that cool, because it's pretty simple. But even though, it's still very cool looking. I mean, I really like the design, and I will try to make this one first. Well, then, oh, I forgot to look at the female version, of course. This Zep looks pretty standard, like most armors do, just a shorter version. And in this case, a different body part. Not a dress, but I think you could say it's kind of a skirt instead of the normal leg part, whatever. But otherwise I still prefer the male version, just because the body part itself is bigger, and I think that fits the helmet better. But then we have the rock plate. The last evolutions were always like brown, while here we have a more goldish touch on the armor, on the whole armor, on the sword, on the shield, and on the helmet. The helm now has these green horns, which are pretty cool, but the thing I dislike about the armor the most is that this armor at all is in the whole is pretty simple. A lame, I have to say that, sword, and the helmet looks weird because it's not a filled helm, but only protects part of the head. But the other parts, especially the body part, looks pretty cool on that armor. And look at the shoulders. Those look pretty cool now, because they have a gem on it as well. So yeah, that's cool. And I think I like the female version here more, but both are pretty cool, I have to say that. While they are simple, they are still pretty cool, especially the body part. And then we have the Royal Battlegear Plus. Here the female version, which is more of a dress, with these amazing spiky shields. And now the sword is more spiky, I guess. Looks cool. Overall, the helmet, it's a skull. I mean, do I have to say anything about that? It's a skull with a crown. But yeah, it's cool. And the male version is this time is pretty much the same but bigger, which is still pretty cool. So, those were the armor showcases. I will try to make them until the next video, so we can see the maxed stats if you don't already know them. And yeah, the next part, I guess, will be in the next month. Sorry for that, but it has to wait a bit. But I can already tell you that I will most likely do a top run in the pretty soon, and of course I will do some videos about that as well. So yeah, be prepared for those, and I hope you are as excited as I am. Until next time, Strider out.